Welcome, guys, to another episode of Chess. All right, so in the last lesson, we learned about the piece value and check into. So now let's have a practice. So I will click on the practice session, and here we have checkmates. So let's start with the basic checkmates. So here we have, yeah, basically white to play. We have a king, queen, and a rook. So let's see how we can. So this section we will be learning I think queen and rook mate, the two rooks mate, queen and bishop, queen and knight mate, queen mate and the rook mate. So before I start, I will like to know that now currently we have to go closer to the king. So now I will highlight it with the squares. Now king can go all the squares, right? So we have to move in such a way where there are limited squares for the king. So what my idea will be, I will first block, I will first take this queen to this move. So basically what I did, now king, three squares are gone basically. So now we are reducing the area. So previously now the half of the board the king can't travel because this entire thing is been blocked for the king. So only he can go in the ranks 6, 7, 8. So now let's begin the rook. So we'll capture more area on the board, and now we'll be targeting for going ahead. So now king goes to the seventh rank. So now what we can do? So we have to reduce more. So let's move ahead. But here I will move to this side. Can move to this side, or maybe I can go this side. So now how many squares are there for king to move? I think only less number of squares. Now what I will do, I will give a check over here. So we move the king to the last rank, and then this is the mate. So this is the pattern which you need to understand. So here it is also the same. So first just take the major area out of the equation. So let's move the rook on the fifth rank. So yeah, it went to the, and then let's capture the sixth rank also. Now just move the rook away from the king. So the easy way to mate is just grabbing the entire rank. So this is how the rook and this one. So let's go ahead with the bishop now. So basically now similarly there is a nice idea here. So always try to maintain, now this is the white bishop here. So it will cover all these squares, and then these squares by the queen. So so our king can't escape on this region, so it's been blocked. So let's minimize the area of the by going into the diagonals. So let's basically go here. So now it's been, now the area of the king has been reduced. So now let's see, but if we go on this side, then yeah, then king will be basically, let's see where it goes. Yeah, so he didn't went. So now the area is more reduced. I'll move up again. Okay, so now we can just play basically. We can also, anytime we can give a support by king also. So no issues with that. Let's see if we can do more with bishop and queen alone. So what I will do, I will play the bishop over here. Yeah, so now it's the last rank. So now what we can do, we'll more reduce. So let's see how the king can escape. So here we have to think. So these are the square. So this is the one and this is one. If we if we push the queen over here, then it will be a stalemate. So we have to be a little cautious. So let's push the queen on this side, and then basically we are more closer. Oh, but see, he is running away from us, so this will not help us basically. And then what we can do? Think here we can just move the bishop on this rank, but again it will. So I think here we can. So it's just, yeah. So now he went to this rank, and then this is mate. So so this is done, queen and bishop. So let's go to the knight. So similarly, we will occupy the knight square for. So let's go occupy the knights. This is already knight square. So what we can do, we can move our knight. Again, it is on the knight square, but we will reduce. Now king only can jump to these squares. Again, I am occupying the knight position over here. So I'm closing down. So the knight position is, yeah, this one. This is the L shape. So I'm closing down more the king. Now let's now it's only this rank. The eighth rank is left. So now let's see, we can maintain this one. And here I think now it's the time to move the knight. So basically I can move the knight over here or here. So basically when I will be moving, I will be controlling this square basically, and then it will be a checkmate. Even I can control from this side also, and this is the knight square. Knight is protecting, so this is checkmate. Okay, so now it's only queen remain, and then we have a king. So now just try to occupy all the squares, which half of the board is gone. So now make king closer. Now this is the move. So this is a very much crucial move, because whenever you have such type of thing, you want to capture more ranks. So when I put my queen over here, this entire two ranks are gone. So we are pushing the king backwards. So you can go this way, and this way only. So this is the beauty of the this move. So please note. and then again we will move the king up, and again now see, now the area is only this one for the king, so we are cornering the king now. Just we are will maintain the knight square, and now this is the move. So the king is having only two squares, so this one and this one. So let's bring the king, and now it's controlling this square, so this is a mate. So 10 moves it is gone. So now this is the difficult one, because it will take more time for the rook, but the logic will be the same as the queen, so we have to cut down the squares. So here what we can do, yeah, so here we'll be placing the rook. So now it has only these many squares. So here what we can do, hmm, yeah, so I am pushing the king. So now it has only, now these two files, now it has only one file. So this is the position. I will make the king closer, and now just move, I will move the king up. It will be going there, and then can you find the mate over here by just, now this is the position. All these three squares are blocked by the king, and when we deliver a check over here, it's actually a checkmate. So we are controlling both the files. So yeah, so we covered all the piece mate. We covered queen and rook. We covered two rook mate. So queen and bishop, queen and knight, only queen and the rook. So now you know when there are limited pieces on the board, how to checkmate the opponent king. So let's go to another section. Okay, so yeah, I should be the practice section. So we have covered the piece checkmate. So let's look at the checkmate patterns what are available. So these are, okay, here we have three pawns of black. They are blocking basically the way of king. So king, so potential squares are only two remaining for the king. So we will just give a check, and then the king will not have any position left. So it's a checkmate. So very much easy. Yeah. So now here the rook is being attacked. So two are the attackers, but only one is the defender. So what is that? We can deliver a check from this also and also. But first, I think this is forced to capture because it is a check. So it has to be captured, and then with the queen, it's a checkmate. Same thing here. If we move the rook to this a1, then it's a checkmate. So this is another pattern. Now, now this is, we have to, we can give a check, then we have to see where the king will move. So king will be having only one square, and then we can just deliver a check over here. We'll sacrifice our queen, and then it will be taken by the bishop, and then we'll take it by knight. So first give a check, the only square is the corner one. So now we will give check. So the first side, it will be like we are giving up the queen, but actually we are winning the match by giving the queen sacrifice. This is the beauty of the game. So here we have a rook and a knight, and there is a pawn. So how many squares are left? So this square is in occupied by rook, this by knight, this by pawn. So the only square left for the king is this one. Can we block this square? Yes, we can, by giving a check. This is the pattern between knight and the rook. So yeah, let's move to the next one. What we have here. Uh, Here we have, it's been complicated position over here. So we have two rook over here. So let's see. Knight cannot be taken because these knights are being protected by each other. So there is nothing. This square is also been covered, and this square is also been covered. So the only square is remaining is this. So if we deliver a check over here, the bishop will capture, and then this rook will capture again. So it will be a checkmate. So let's try. Check. This is a check. Yeah, again the rook can be coming, but then it's been supported. So this is a checkmate. So where is the this one? So this king can move to this square, can move to this square. Hmm. So let's see what we can. Yeah, I think it's again a queen sacrifice. Think so, because if we take the queen, and then king will be moving to this square, but and then uh, after that, so let me calculate. Capture this, then this will be captured, then rook to the e8 file, then queen moves again to this square, and then rook to this will be a mate. So this is a four step mate. So let's do it. Check, check. So this is, you have to calculate. This is the mate. So you have to calculate at least four steps for this mate. So this is a good exercise for you guys. So you can try. So this is the last one I'll be trying. The rook and the knight mate. This is the check. All right. I think good practice today. So we'll be covering the other lessons also in the basics section. Uh, so here in the practice arena, we are basically in the piece checkmates and then pattern checkmate. So we have completed. So and then we'll be looking at checkmate patterns more. So you'll begin getting more confidence in the checkmate patterns. So you will be you know that how to checkmate your opponent as soon as possible. So fast mate. You don't have to waste that much time. You have to see how I can checkmate my opponent as soon as possible, because in the bullet game and in the blitz game, there are often in situation where you are running low on the time. So you have to think quickly, and you have to know what are the checkmate patterns are. So I can, if you have only queen, then you will be, yeah, I need to bring closer king and queen to the opponent's king, and then I can deliver the mate as soon as possible. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll be continuing the checkmate patterns in the next lessons also. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye.